to make a slipcover for this Parsons style bar stool. These are the bar stools that sit at my kitchen bar, and they're pretty stained up and looking pretty ratty. So I'm gonna make some pink slipcovers for them just in time for Valentine's Day. So let's get started. Okay, so here we go. So the first thing that you want to do is create this edge band that goes down this side and across the top of the chair. This slipcover is basically only going to consist of 3 pieces, maybe 4 pieces if you include the welt. It'll be this piece here, which will go down the back, across the deck, down the front, and down the sides. That's going to be all one piece of fabric. You'll have your edge band piece, and then of course the back piece. So basically 3 pieces, or 4 if you include the welt. So I already did the edge band piece. I have my welt created, and then I cut my 3-inch strip of fabric, which gives me the 2-inch box, and then a 1/2 inch on both sides to attach the welt. And you do that, you just stitch the welt right down both sides like that, and like that, so that you've got a nice box there. You create that. So I did that already yesterday, so I've got my piece all set. So that's this piece. And you're gonna pin your slipcover on inside out. And I do have a, if you need to know how to make welt, I do have a tutorial, a welt tutorial, and I'll link to that in the description below. So you can check that out if you want to make welt. Welt does look more finished, more professional. It does actually strengthen your seams. So I like to use welt whenever I can. You could also do a double top stitch, which is pretty popular these days. But I actually find that it's easier to cut and pin and everything with welt there, because it gives you a nice straight line to follow. When you don't have that, you can sometimes get curvy seams. Your seams aren't super straight, but when you have welt there, it really creates a nice crisp straight line. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this piece out next. So let's get started on that. So you can measure this, measure your distance from edge to edge and down to there, but because I need to make sure that I get all the way down this edge, the front and the sides, I like to just lay out the fabric on top of the piece of furniture to make sure that I'm getting the coverage that I need. I basically just drape the furniture like on a dress form. Okay, so I've got a 1/2 inch allowance up here on the top. And then I've got extra there. I've got a 1/2 inch here, and then plenty here, which I'll cut. Okay. So I'm basically just feeling the edge of the chair and cutting the fabric about 2 inches underneath the edge of the chair, enough to put in a hem or my welt all the way around the edge. just gonna put a couple T-pins or upholstery pins in here to hold this up. And then do the back. Same here. Making sure that my grain is straight. Okay, now this is the trickiest part to doing a Parsons chair slipcover. So this you could utilize this method on any Parsons style chair, not just a bar stool, but any kind of dining room chair. This we need to clip into the corner in order so that this will lay down. And we're gonna attach that box piece with the welt straight down all the way to the bottom of the slipcover here. So we're gonna clip into this. We wanna clip into it up here so that this part will lay down and will attach to that box piece. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we need to go a little bit more. And even a little bit more. Okay. See how it becomes like a square like that? I should have done that a little bit neater, but you're basically cutting out a square so that this box piece will fit right there, and you can stitch down this seam here, and this will lay nice and flat over the edge. See how that works? You want to make sure you cut it from here into the edge here so that you have this edge to attach that box piece. And I'll show you the other side. Because that is the hardest part about making a slipcover. See that? See how nice that is? Nice and square. And then my box piece will go like that. Okay, so now I'll pin all my pieces together with this. Trim this up. Close-up of this slipcover pinned, and so you can see how many pins I put in and everything. So here's the box piece across the top. Let's see how close I put the pins in. Let's get some light on this. All the way down the edge. And then at the front corner, I just pin the front corner. Same over there. So now I will trim off this excess, and go to the sewing machine. So the whole thing is pinned together. Okay, so it's ready to sew. And with this slip cover, there is no need for a closure because there's no arms, so you can just take it off. Slip it off this way. Take it to the sewing machine. So here we are at the machine. I am going to sew this slip cover together. I use a zipper foot to sew right up against my welt. I don't have a welt foot. I've used welt feet before, but I just prefer my zipper foot. So here we go. It needs to be pressed, and then I need to put the welt along the bottom. That's it.